All right. Shalom Yashala. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Waharakak Wadash Barakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat out there listening. Okay, I just like to get into how, Jake is going to be set up to rule over the nations, man. So-called white man, first and foremost for his atrocities that he's placed on all nations. But hey, the nation is the nation of Israel, man, where the heaviest of atrocities have been placed on. Because in all honesty, he did the world dirty, but the world of Yashala, the nation of Yashala, he's definitely the one who needs to be ruled over. But along with so-called Chinese and so-called Africans, they need to be ruled over and will. And it's according to prophecy, according to the scriptures, okay? This is Isaiah chapter 14, starting at verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And how is that so? Hey, first and foremost, that's Yashala being delivered, okay, by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, and it's being set in our rightful place, man. After the punishment is up, okay, and which is Israel, because it clearly states. I'll read that again. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, man. Okay, so it goes for the southern kingdom and northern kingdom. Okay, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them. And the strangers are who? Jake, who are scattered about. Jake who's scattered. So Jake who's gonna come looking like you're gonna have Jake who's gonna look like so-called East Indians, so-called Hamites, so-called white men, so-called Chinese. Those are those a lot of our people gonna come looking like different nations because our people are scattered amongst other nations. Okay, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them. And the people's talking about the other nations. Okay, because these other nations going to get they're going to get in line, with the will of the Heavenly Father anyway. It's the prophecy is set for them to get in line. The ones who ain't going to get in line like that is Esau. So that's why Esau is going to receive hardcore bondage as well, but in righteousness. What I mean in righteousness, and it ain't gonna be no wickedness held in our how shall I say, in our rulership. We're not finna to ain't gonna be no wicked ass bug breaking. Ain't gonna be no touching a man's taking hold of a man's wife in front of him or his children. That wickedness that was done to our people. We're not gonna rule in that type of wickedness. We're gonna rule in righteousness. But Esau's gonna be the one to like, okay, yeah. We gonna break you, but we gonna break you in righteousness. No, none of that wickedness on the left hand side. Okay, let me reread verse 2 in its entirety. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. Okay, so these other nations, they're gonna be under our rule, because the earth is gonna be the earth is gonna be at peace, man. Okay. Everything that we see now, bro, everybody's so damn miserable because who's in rule right now, man. Matter of fact, Bob Koshai, bear with me me see. Bear me, Bob Shah. Let me see. I believe it's in Proverbs. Yeah, there we go. Proverbs 29:2. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's why everybody's so damn really just out of that element, out of their mind, man, under the rule of E. You know, you don't know which way is up, which way is down, which way is left, which way is right. You know, there's and the so-called standard here is all BS, man. It's all set on how Esau feels. Also, that's a level if you think about it, that Queen of Heaven vibration. How you feel? No, what's logical? What's the best logical situation? You know, for anything for a solution. Esau is he's problematic. He's a problematic child, man. So that's why, you know, as you can see, our punishment is almost up. And the righteous are going to be set to rule, man. You know, a logical person would, you know, and first and foremost, and I want to state this: the world doesn't have to agree. We don't. The Most High don't give a shit about how you feel. We don't give a shit about how you feel. It's the will of the Heavenly Father. It's going to take place one way or the other. Back in verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay. So the elect of our people are going to rule, man. Okay. The governing body, the 144,000 governing body. Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? It's going to be the legislation of Yahweh. Okay. The legislation of Yahweh, Wah Yahweh Shah. The legislation of Yahweh, Wah Yahweh Shah. Okay. However, the Most High and our big brother Yahweh Shah Mashiach sees fit to rule. That's what we're going to. That's how we're going to rule. You know. But what? It's going to be done in righteousness. Okay. Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in that day, Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. You know, you could you know, we can never get away you know, for how, you know, what was done to our people and it's still being done, man. They have so many different tactics of warfare that's been performed on our people, man. That's why to this day it's so much history. What's it called? Emancipation, I believe, with Will Smith, which looks like a pretty looks like it's gonna, you know, he's a talented Jake. So it's gonna be a damn good movie because it's based on a true story. Because the way he's positioned on the advertisement, it's a very well known picture that was taken of Jake, who I believe he fought in the Civil War or whatnot, and Jake had lacerations on his back, man, just thick whelps, from being in hard bondage, So I believe that's the role that Will Smith is playing, man. And these are well documented, man. The bondage, man. They have documentation, and really the illest documentation through the spirit is what? The scriptures, man. Because through the documentation of these scriptures, well, what? Future prophecies. Okay. how Jake was going to serve hard bondage. Okay, how we're going to be under the curses. Okay, and then hey, once the 144 is locked up and secured, hey, we're gonna get to enjoy Deuteronomy 28 1 through 15, I believe. Yeah, I'll say, well, 1 through 14. I'll say that. You know, we're gonna get to enjoy the gifts, man. You know, and now that I think about it, with like when you do something the correct way the first time, and if you notice how the gifts are shorter, like the abundance, cause basically like the abundance of it is greater with sin. When you keep pretty much just keep totaling all the transgressions. That's why when you look at it, when you read chapter 28, I'm sorry, Deuteronomy chapter 28. Matter of fact, let me check something, because it makes perfect sense. Because if you doing what you're supposed to do, we don't have to face the wrath of the Most High if we're doing what we're supposed to do. But being that we didn't, that's why we had to deal with the curses and such. And I just want to make sure of something. Let me see. Bear with me, Baba Kushai. Yeah. Yep. So in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 is if we would not adhere. Okay. Just think about how much more hell was put on us. The conditions that we were brought through is what? For a level of disobedience, man. All the way to 68. So here it is. It was pretty much it was what? Over 50 verses. 50 verses. Well, 50 verses and of, hey, a level of disobedience, bro, hey, get your back beat, which would happen to our people. So I was doing a little math through the spirit on that. When you follow directions the first time and you adhere to what needs to be done, it's short and sweet. So if you look at the gifts and the curses, the gifts, you read and Salakia, the blessings, Salakia. So when you look at the blessings, the blessings are short and sweet, because if you adhering, hey, everything's gonna run smooth. Salakia, I was saying the gift, which this is a gift from the Most High, but yeah, our blessings are it was spoken of short and sweet, because when you adhere to something, everything runs smooth. If you don't, hey, it's gonna be a long day. So that's why the curses happen to run so long, But I just want to make that point. Abaratazah, that was that made sense. Verse 4, back in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Okay, making a mockery of E and their rule, man, because they feel it, man. They feel it. They losing a grip. They looking terrible in administrations and leadership, But they got something up their sleeve, though. Believe that. So that's why they finna to push hard, man. But now the U.S. is what? It's been mocked for some time now. You could look at the the whole swap with Russia and the U.S. The U.S. is a joke, man. Y'all, here it is, y'all swapping a WNBA player for an arms dealer that they made a movie about, that Nicolas Cage portrayed. It was a pretty good movie. You know, it's a good movie. Y'all should check it out sometime. It's called Lord of War, I believe. Okay. So yeah, so yeah, E and his rulership is being mocked now. You know, and how much more so when the elect are in rule. You dig? Okay. This is verse 5. Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of its rulers. It's ended, man. It's going to be done for you. You know, there's a very, very small window that everybody acknowledges. You know, that's why everybody's so uptight when you're mentioning this whole Israelite thing. The Israelites, yeah. It's like it's making people very uncomfortable. Call halal Yahweh Shem Yahshua for that, because it's ruling time, man. You know, judgment will start at our house. You know, our 2/3 of our people uh will be, you know, judged and destroyed. You know, so this is our time to get our thing together as well, Akim. So we won't be sifted. You know, pray, fast, repent. You know, let me reread verse 5 again. It says, Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Okay. So the evil rule, your tyranny, you know, just a complete tyrant, man, and a real demon. Okay. Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. You know, he ruled in wickedness. He ruled in wickedness. He had no regardeth, man. He had no regards, man, into our nation, man. You know, just from the days of Antiochus, man. You know, hell, even to be quite honest, hell, the day Salakia, starting with Cain, Esau, the Greeks, the Romans, all the way into now. The seed of, yeah, the seed of E, man, the seed of E. You know, so the tables will turn in a righteous manner. You know, and however the Most High sees fit. You know, so that's what's got a lot of people shook too, because everybody sees like, man, it's going down. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, starting at verse 1. Dare any of you having a matter against another go to law before the unjust and not before the saints? So basically, man, the space that we're in spiritually, Akian, we should be judging matters, you know, the simplest of things, which it mentions the next verse I'm gonna read. You know, the Lord has placed a spirit on apostles and elders, man, to make your judgments, man. You know, and judgment is crucial, but it's beneficial. Verse 2, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Hey, so that's why we're on the highways and byways, man. You know, that's why the Lord, you know, bestowed this Yahweh gift of Yahweh Shem Yahshua upon us, man. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. How to judge matters, man. If we gonna be, judging nations, the world, what to eat, how to move, you can't, yeah. So the smallest of things should never be a hang up for us as well, you know. But we understand, you know, when our time come in, the Lord, you know, the law will be what? Will be sealed in us, man. You know, loosely paraphrasing. Verse 3. Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? That's heavy. Judging the world, all the nations, and even judging the angels, man, that's heavy. You know, but the Lord set it up as such. So it makes sense with people's level of nervousness and frustration, like the Israelites, what they up to. Hey, we up to what the Most High gonna have us up to. How about that? When it's time to judge, it's gonna be a time to judge and a time to rule. Everybody's had their position, man. Everybody's had their time to shine, and Yasharalah's time is very near, and that's why the world is so shook right now. Who are these Israelites? Yeah, read read the prophecies. You don't understand them. Hey, follow the apostles and elders and brothers on down. Brothers are putting in a lot of work explaining and breaking these things down. And some of these scriptures that I'm reading don't even really need to break down like that. A lot of people just gonna be in denial and like, damn, yeah, you're gonna be under real rule, a real genuine righteous rule. Okay. Not no garbage filled fast food, hungry while wait. You feel the urge, just do whatever you want, monster drinking, just type society, man. Just, it's a headache. This society is a headache, man. And the rule of a righteous man, I already read in when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Which I read in Proverbs 29, verse 2. I believe I'll finish up with these last three. This is Yahushua speaking. And he shall rule. Oh, Salakia, let me start at verse 26, Salakia. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give the power over the nations. Okay, so that further proves, hey, Israelites are gonna rule. Is upsetting and as that may be for a lot of people, because really when you look at it now, it's really not no laughing matter now. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yashah got the world's attention now. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yashah. So these are things to look forward to. Okay. Verse 27. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father. Okay. So you're going to be, these other nations are going to be ruled over, man. Okay. You're going to be ruled over in righteousness. Ain't no dancing around, because a lot of people want to try to, dance around the fact like, hey, we're all people, the human race. Nah, bro. The prophecies wasn't designed as such. And E really didn't start talking like that till a lot of more humbling situations are coming now. So everybody bleeds red. Nah, bro. And everybody's still eating off the blood, sweat, and tears of Jake. Those thoughts really don't get translated until it's humbling season, man. Okay, so yeah, a lot of you people gonna be are gonna be smashed, like especially you Edomites and you other nations, but y'all gonna get smashed on, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, like clay pots, man. Okay, you gonna get smashed, okay? So ain't no getting out of judgment for that. You gonna have to endure like we had to endure. And verse 28, and I will give him the morning star. Okay. So this is for the Akim, the 144 governing body, who's going to receive the authority, man. Okay. Keep in mind the Most High, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, and the governing body. So So we will be given that as well too, man. You know, we will be given that authority to judge. Okay. Verse 29. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. You know, this is the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Hey, y'all gonna rule with the rod. Y'all gonna rule. What did it say? We're gonna rule. Oh, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. So everybody's gonna be subjugated under the rule of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Okay, under Yasharala, man, under the rule of Yasharala, man, the governing body, whatever Yahweh Shah says, man, you know. But that's all I have on this. Abaratazah is edifying for the body, along with, also you select them of Akwath. So once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Waharakak Wadash Barakatham. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akion, pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat that they're listening. Shalom.